Hello, everybody. I'm John Ward. I'm one of the two co-instructors for the Research Methods course, and this video is for Tiffany and I to introduce ourselves and give you a little bit of an overview of D2L in the course. Tiffany?
Hi, everyone. I'm Tiffany Wright, and I am the other instructor for the course, and we're really thrilled to participate in this course with you for the next 5 weeks. We're going to have a great time and work really hard, but you're going to learn a lot that'll be useful to you throughout your graduate studies and in the future too. So we're pretty excited to do this with you.
All right, so most of what we're going to do in this video is introduce how we're using D2L. And so I'm going to now share my screen where I have D2L already running. By the way, Tiffany and I are recording this on Google Hangouts. There are two versions of Google Hangouts. There's Google Hangouts Live, which allows you to do recording and broadcasting. And there's the other version that you're going to be using, which is for synchronous discussion of a small private group and not recorded. Right? But we are recording this in Google Hangouts. All right, so I'm sharing my screen where I have our course showing up. Can you see it, Tiffany?
I see it, yes.
Okay. So Tiffany, do you want to talk a little bit about what we see on the home page and I'll navigate?
Absolutely. So what you see on the home page is lots of areas of resource. So everything, all the bars are in red, so it's really clear to see what you're looking at. On the left-hand side, you see everything related to Zotero, which is it's an online software that's going to allow us to collaborate together, finding resources for our literature reviews, and everything related to Zotero is in that area for your easy resource. There's a bar for Google Scholar Search because we're going to talk to you about using Google Scholar as a way to access excellent research articles and really good information about the authors and those research articles. The library research underneath the library resources, the library research guide will be a good way for you to learn a little bit about how to navigate our library system using EBSCOhost mostly is what you'll use through there. So that'll be important. On the right-hand side, it's easy to access the syllabus. And whenever we update the syllabus, we'll make sure that we put the date that it's updated so you know that you're always accessing the most recent syllabus. Also, there is a link to the textbook. And then what's really important underneath that syllabus and help area is if there are technical issues, post questions in the help forum. And what's great about the help forum is that everyone should subscribe to that so that anybody can answer the question, because a student in the class might have a question that another student can answer quickly. Both John and I will also subscribe to that, and we will work hard to get back to you within about an hour or two if you post on that. Underneath that are assignment examples. So we have posted there some good examples of work, and we'll probably be posting an additional few assignment examples a little bit later on in the course. And finally, below that are literature review tips. So information related to literature reviews are going to be in there, and that's going to be your final project. So we wanted to highlight those resources so you can access them easily. Right. John, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I'll do the middle column here, okay? So
sounds.
The first thing that you see in the middle column is this little link called content, and that's actually the most important link here because it takes you to where we have most of the resources and descriptions of what you have to do. I'll come back to this in a second, but go ahead.
John, give me a second. You'll want to scroll up because on your screen sharing, we're not at that point.
Oh, I am scrolled up here.
There we go. I see it now.
Okay. So right up at the top here is content, and that's the main link. Almost every time you come into the course, you're going to go to this section and see what needs to be done or find links to other materials. But we're also going to be posting news items here. So we're going to use this to make announcements, but also to create new items or new videos that Tiffany and I will make as the class is going on to discuss trends that we're seeing in what people are saying, or to address misconceptions or to explain a concept that might not have been clear. So whenever we post a news update here, especially if there's a link to a video, we need you to watch the video. That is part of the expected participation in the class. All right, So content is where most everything is. So I'm going to click this. And Tiffany, you seeing it here?
I see it, yes.
All right. So the course is organized into modules. The first is kind of a sort of module. It's really like a module, but we didn't give it a module name because we want you to do it before the course starts and during the first few days of the course, where we're going to ask you to create a brain chart, which is a little PowerPoint with a narration, and there's directions in there, and then module 1, module 2, etc. In each module, and these relate to, you'll see them in the syllabus about when they're supposed to be done. In each module, there's an overview document. I'm clicking the one for module 1. It tells you everything you have to do in module 1, and it also provides links to all resources that are used in module 1. Now those links, unless they're like some kind of link that some people use and other people won't, like installing Zotero for Firefox, they're all provided also here. So every resource you need can be gotten to one of two ways, either by clicking the link in the overview to the module or in the actual, I'm not sure what you call these items in the module. Tiffany, do you want to explain more about how the content section works?
No, but I think it's just important to know that everything you need will be there always. So if something, you know, as long as the module is accessible. So the other piece that's important for you to know is that right now, as we open up this course, we're only going to have open the first 3 modules. That is plenty to keep everyone busy between now and the first week of the course. We promise you that. And I do know that there are folks who've mentioned that they're going to be going away on vacation or traveling for work or whatever the case might be, and they might want to do some of the work ahead of time when they can. And for individual assignments, that may be possible. But like I said, we'll open up the first 3 modules when we open up the course. So that'll be important for you to know.
All right, so you notice here, you're in the instructor view. So we have all the modules. We have drafts of all the modules. But you see the word draft here, and you won't see those yet until we make them public, right? And we will be making them public, you know, well before they actually go into effect. So
absolutely,
we've got a lot. We have, as Tiffany said, there's plenty to do in the first week. All right, the next thing we wanted to talk about was participation, and I think I'll go back to the video view, Tiffany.
Okay. So on your syllabus, you'll notice that there are, one of the ways that we earn points for the course are through participation grades. And there are lots of opportunities for you to participate every week. There will be practice quizzes. Now, every time, it's really important for you to know that every time we ask you to do a quiz, it's so that we can know that you know, but it's not going to be a quiz that will be measured into your final grade. It's simply a formative assessment tool for us to use, but it's really important that we have that information. So that will be one piece to your participation grade. Another piece will be, there will be required postings in discussion boards and actually completing the readings. And we'll know based on your participation in discussion boards and participation in your group conversations, we'll know that you've done the reading. The vocabulary document, Google document that you will receive access to very shortly will also be that will be evidence of you participating. Finally, the most important way that you're going to participate is through your Google Hangouts with your groups. That is really vital that you are participating with your group in the same capacity as everyone else is to produce the final product, which is going to be the literature review. John, do you want to add?
I think you said it, but I'm not sure. So there's 25 participation points, and we'll do 5 points per week. So we'll look at all the various elements of participation at the end of the week, and Monday or Tuesday of the next week, we'll assign those participation points. Tiffany and I have always been impressed in our graduate classes about how high the participation is, and people generally do everything, and actually often more than we've even asked.
Absolutely.
So we expect everyone will get full participation points if you don't, we'll contact you individually to talk about what trends we're seeing, which caused you to not get full points, right?
And we've certainly had folks in our classes at times who've had a major life event or an illness, and they contact us and say, hey, I was down and out with the flu for 3 days. That's why you are not seeing participation, but this is how I'm going to make that better. And so if there is something that happens that's major, that is impacting what's going on for you with the course, letting us know quickly will be very important. 5 weeks are going to fly, and it's really vital that we have a great communication pattern back and forth.
I guess the other thing I want to say is that the course is very jam-packed, and especially, I would say, the first 2 weeks. And of course, keeping up with everything is important throughout the course, but especially in the first 2 weeks because the course builds. And if you get behind in the beginning, it's going to disrupt your learning, but it will also have impact on your group. So it's very important that everybody keep up with everything we're asking you to do throughout the course, and especially in the first 2 weeks for the health and the progress of your group, right? So no major life events in the first 2 weeks, right, Tiffany?
That's right, just not allowed. And you know, now that we're talking about the groups, it's really important for us to mention why philosophically we think it's important for you to work in groups. And what we've noticed is over time, the students in the class have a much richer experience exploring research articles and learning how to navigate through them, understand what they're saying, understand their quality if you get to work alongside your peers. We have found that to be an invaluable opportunity for students, and their feedback time and time again coming back has said the same thing. So the group is going to be a really vital part of your learning process throughout the course, and we just wanted to make sure that it's clear why pedagogically we chose to do it that way. That it's not for anybody's ease. Certainly it's complicated to set up the groups, which is why they won't be set up fully until Monday. But we want to make sure you have the best learning opportunities, and we have found that this is the best way to do that.
All right, I think we've covered everything we wanted to talk about, Tiffany. So I just want to say I'm looking forward to the course, looking forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to your Brain Sharks, where you're going to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about yourselves. Tiffany, any final words?
Well, one final word is simply that please be communicative with us about any concerns that you have, any problems that are happening. And we wanted to make sure you know that we will use one of 2 emails that we have for you if we have to communicate with you via email. It'll be the Millersville email or the Gmail email. Since there are 2 email addresses where we're going to be doing some significant work, it'll be important for us to utilize one of those 2. So make sure those are the 2 that you're looking at for course-related material. It'll get too confusing if we add in additional emails that you'd like us to contact you through. I'm really looking forward to working with you all too, like I said in the beginning, and this is going to be a really explosive but awesome 5 weeks, and I look forward to seeing your Brain Sharks as well. Thank you.
All right, thanks everybody. See you online.